The PlayStation Now lineup for the month of June has been revealed, that being the new games that are being added, and we got quite a few new games being added, quite a couple of big hitters as well, so we'll go over that. On top of that, Koch Media has confirmed E3 2021 showcase, and that could be a harbinger of things to come, and people are hoping for a couple of titles to get updated. We'll talk about that at the end of this video, but first of all, PlayStation Now update, a lot of games are being added, so let's give you guys the rundown first, and then we'll go through each game by game. We've got Car Mechanic Simulator, Slay the Spire, Sonic Forces, Sonic Mania, Team Sonic Racing, Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, interesting on that one, because that is, of course, a PlayStation Plus freebie as well. And then we have the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year edition, obviously an excellent addition with that title. So, Car Mechanic Simulator, can't really speak too much about that, not too aware of what that is, to be honest, but I'm guessing it simulates being a car mechanic. Slay the Spire, talked about that game quite a bit. Slay the Spire is a fantastic title, a marriage of a card game with a roguelike, and the game goes together, those genres, I should say, go together so well, and it honestly enhances both genres. It adds a new twist to the card game, and then the elements of a roguelike just complement card game and deck building so well. Slay the Spire is a game with a ton of strategy, and it can get very addicting. That game will be available until December 6th, 2021, so you have about 6 or so months to play that. Sonic Forces is being added. This was announced during that Sonic event that a bunch of Sonic games would be coming to PlayStation Now and other platforms as well, so Sonic Forces is the first one. Sonic Mania as well. Sonic Mania is great if you want a celebration of Sonic and a throwback to what made Sonic great in the first place. Sonic Mania really offers that, and Team Sonic Racing is actually a pretty good arcade racer as well. There's a lot of great arcade racers on the market. Really comes down to which IP do you vibe with the most. I mean, CTR is really good as well, but if you're a fan of Sonic, I do think you're going to enjoy Team Sonic Racing quite a bit. Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown is interesting because this is also a Plus title. I imagine anyone that has PlayStation Now would also have PlayStation Plus. I don't know if that's just a stupid take. That's what I think. I feel like a majority of people, if you're subscribed to Now, you also have Plus, so the crossover isn't the greatest thing in the world, but hey, they're just throwing it on Now as well. I guess they have a pretty solid partnership with Sony where they're comfortable with throwing it on, you know, the Sony subscription services. I'm sure Sony paid a nice little fee to Sega to get that right to do that, so that's pretty good. It does also note this console exclusive allows both Virtua Fighter veterans and newcomers to experience the intense martial arts combat, deep strategy, and intricately balanced gameplay of the groundbreaking 3D fighter in stunning HD. New online features like custom tournaments supporting up to 16 players and live spectating join classic modes like Rank Match, Arcade, and Virtua Fighter 5's famously robust training to deliver the definitive Virtua Fighter experience. I played Virtua Fighter 5 quite a bit when the original game came out. Not my favorite fighting game, but I definitely understand why people get so into it, given that it is one game that it has a lot of technical nuances to it, and there is very little room for error with Virtua Fighter. Like, very little room for error. One mistake can ruin everything and ruin your match, so you really gotta be on point, and it's one of those games that you can get really good at, and I've seen some competitive play with Virtua Fighter 5, and it's absolutely wild. And definitely am a fan of watching people play Virtua Fighter 5. Not as big of a fan as playing it myself, but I'm sure I'll have some fun with it when it does drop tomorrow. And lastly, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year Edition, slam dunk home run. Obviously, Witcher 3 is tremendous. The only drawback to this is the Game of the Year Edition is available on PlayStation Now until September 6, 2021, so you literally only get 3 months to play it, which is a little bit of a bummer. It still remains to be seen what the status of the PlayStation 5 upgrade is. Hopefully that comes out relatively soon, but Witcher 3 I thought was a tremendous game. From a single-player standpoint, I think this is one of the best single-player RPGs ever created. I just thought it was so strong in a lot of areas. A lot of people don't vibe with the combat as much as I did. I thought the combat was pretty good, but obviously the draw to Witcher 3 is the narrative, the world, the content, and there's a lot of content in this one as well, especially with the Game of the Year Edition. You get Hearts of Stone, you get Blood and Wine, and a bunch of other downloadable DLC content, so that's quite nice. And Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine are both relatively lengthy expansions, so the base game's already quite long, and then you throw in those 2 expansions, you're talking about an experience that's going to last you well over 100 hours in a game that does have a decent bit of replayability on top of everything. and a variety of different difficulty options so you can play it however you want. I always talk super highly about Witcher 3, so if you have PlayStation now and you haven't played Witcher 3 yet, this is going to be a great way to finally play the game. Okay, moving on from that, I do also want to know, Koch Media has confirmed E3 2021 showcase. Now, they are the parent company of publisher Deep Silver, and they will be having an E3 2021 presentation as a part of Summer Games Fest, so they're going to have a big presence there. I imagine that if they're there, they're gonna show off some pretty major stuff, because usually you have one of these presentations if you've got big games to show off. There are, you know, titles like Dead Island 2 that's been MIA for a very long time, but we've been told that the game is still progressing in development. And then, you know, you could have a Saints Row 5, you could have a myriad of other different titles. Who knows what Deep Silver is cooking over there, but yeah, they're housing a lot of different IPs, and they can get a lot of stuff done, and especially if they are having a big event like this and a big showcase event, I would imagine you would at least see one or two pretty major titles. Do I think we're gonna get like an update on Metro or something like that, a new Metro game? Okay, maybe we won't get that. However, it has been a little bit since Metro Exodus has been released, so, you know, and the upgrade just came out, so we'll see how that shakes out as well. But hopefully they got some big things coming, because, you know, in the case of Saints Row 5 and especially Dead Island 2, I mean, Saints Row 5 is probably a game that is eventually going to happen, but in the case of Dead Island 2, that game has been a mystery for a very long time. Like, I just don't know what's going on with that. We saw gameplay of that a long time ago. Like, did we see that back when the PlayStation 4 was originally announced? Maybe it hasn't been that long, but at least going back to, like, 2014, 2015. So it's been over half a decade, I want to say, since we've heard something concrete about Dead Island 2 and actually seen footage of it. Unless I'm forgetting something and we did get a trailer or a gameplay snippet there, it just goes to show that there hasn't been that much progress in actually showcasing the game, and it hasn't been released yet. So it's very interesting in regards to what's going on with that game. Hopefully development is progressing smoothly and eventually the game will be out. You know, Dead Island did have quite a bit of popularity when that original game came out, and I think a game like Dead Island 2 could see commercial success as long as it releases at a quality form. Development times taking this long, however, always does raise a few questions, but hopefully things turn out for the best on that, so we can look forward to that as well. The Koch Media Primetime will take place on June 11th, so you can get excited for that. But that's going to wrap up this video. Again, PlayStation Now gets quite a big update. 7 new titles join the lineup amongst an already packed lineup of games if you are a Now subscriber, and Koch Media confirms their E3 2021 showcase. Hopefully we see more of Dead Island 2. That's going to wrap up this one. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.